Hi, are you coming round to the idea that your organisation really does need to make some form of investment in menopausal women? Are you recognising that other organisations are making changes in this area and are finding a very favourable response from their staff because of it? And you need to build a business case and understand what the investment is and the return on that investment. Well, if you are that person or you know someone who is, then this series is exactly what you need. Okay, so there are 4 videos in this series. And the first one is all about what the investment is. The second one is all about reputation. So why are you bothering with the investment? Reputation is a big issue, and recruitment, and lastly, staff retention. So today it's all about investment. So what is the investment? And there are 3 categories to it. There's low, medium, and high. And I'm just going to give you a few in each of those sections. It doesn't cover everything, but it'll give you a flavour. Right, so in the low end, create a menopause champion. So it's always a woman who has been through this and understands exactly how it feels and what needs to be done in order to support someone as they go through this within your workplace. Next, it's about creating a group, usually at lunchtime, where women meet, talk about things, and support each other. That costs nothing. That if you are if you're working remotely, then obviously that's over Zoom and extremely easy to facilitate. If you are in a workplace, then it can cost no more than the space it takes and maybe some refreshments. Lastly, I would say that in the physical sense of what you need to do within a workspace, there are really simple things. So desk fans, if women have hot flushes and they are by no means ubiquitous, then they are really cheap and really easy to provide. And women who get hot flushes are always extremely grateful, along with ready access to cold, fresh drinking water. It does make a difference. So, okay, at the low end, that's a group of investments that cost you virtually nothing to implement. Next, in the middle section, it's all about awareness. It's all about creating an environment where women can come forward and talk about what's going on for them and seek support. So that's the whole purpose of this next section, and that's about presentations. It's about awareness sessions across the whole of your workforce, from the post room to the boardroom, men and women. And it's about creating an understanding of what the menopause is, and to remove some of those taboos and stereotypes that, let's face it, we have all been given around the menopause. We've had centuries of this, so it's not a new thing. What is a new thing is women experiencing their menopause in the workplace. So we are dealing with that issue, and it takes communication in order to break that down. So awareness and presentation sessions for all staff is a great place to start. Next, it's workshops or labs, and that is about focusing on specifics. So things like managers, training managers, to have those conversations without feeling uncomfortable, and how to treat it as another business conversation. Also, women to women, so training them how to talk about their menopause in the workplace without feeling as though it's going to impact their careers, and also to give them the information that they need in order to do that. So they're the sorts of things that workshops and labs are fantastic at. Next, it's about providing coaching or counselling for women that they can access, that empowers them on a very unique and specific program in order to help them through this and retain their careers and their career trajectory. In the sort of working environment sense, if you have staff now returning to the office, then it's about creating a cool, calm place for women to retreat to should they need to. And it makes a huge difference. That is not the storeroom, it is not the old filing room, and it's not the multi-faith room. So it's a place where women can go and gather themselves. Next, we're going to be talking about that high level of investment. Okay, so that's when it starts getting into programs, and we're talking about awareness sessions, we're talking about workshops, we're talking about communication, we're talking about looking at your onboarding, we're talking about looking at your kind of pipeline where you have drop-offs and how you can retain women in that to ensure that you keep women all the way through their careers. So they're holistic programs looking at the whole of your organisation and how you view women throughout this process. On the sense of the office space, that's when you start looking at providing showering facilities so that women can, and there are so numerous symptoms that will benefit from this. So allowing them to go and freshen up and come back into the office environment feeling in control. So they're the levels of investment. So we've talked about the low, the medium, and the high, you can choose which is most appropriate for you and your organisation, and at what point you want to enter into. Now, the next video is going to be all about reputation, then it's going to be about recruitment, and lastly, we're going to be talking about retention of staff. But if you need any assistance, by all means, leave a message in the messages below. You can always contact me via my website. So please subscribe, and I will see you soon.